The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's start this conversation. Let's start this conversation. We got no relation.
Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to the Tuesday night edition of Into the Night with me, your host, Sean Kelly. Kevin, good to see you, sir. Glad you're in. Heard about all that bad weather going on in Canada. Yeah. Patsy, good to see you. Oh my gosh, we're getting them coming in now, which is great. I love it. But want to thank UPRN Talk Radio, 105.3 Mississippi, 107.7 New Orleans. For allowing me. Hey, Surrender and Shine. Good to see you. Cindy. Oh. But I want to thank them for giving me the opportunity to give you 2 shows a week, Sunday night, and which is a 2-hour show now. It's from 8:10 to 10:10 p.m. and Tuesday nights from 8:10 to 9:10, which is only an hour long. Don't forget, right after my show, you got Miss C.L. Thomas's podcast going on, and her guest tonight is Joshua Shapiro, and he's going to be talking about crystal skulls, which I think crystal skulls are like really cool. You know, I have a skull, but it's all made of onyx. It's pure black. Heidi, we're getting that weather hopefully pretty soon. Let's see, Heidi's at cold and rainy. It's 39. And Kevin says it's just sun and rain here. Oh, okay. See, Kevin, he's from up there in Canada. Oh boy, I tell you what. Like I told my guest before the show, and like I have told everybody, and what I have been telling you guys for the last 2 weeks, Mother Nature, okay, finally got back on her medication. Finally. But she must have she maybe took a little bit too much medication. Or, hey, Joe, and maybe she did a little bit of drinking. Squatch Man, good to see you, sir. Now, I just do not understand this weather, especially tomorrow. Kevin is from Campbellton, New Brunswick, Canada. Hey, Carol. But I don't understand where she's at, and I will tell you why. So I saw on the nightly news tonight that in Philadelphia tomorrow, okay, it's going to be 96 degrees. Now, I live in Pittsburgh, okay, and we're about 6 hours away from Philly. It's only going to be 77 here. Seriously. Patsy said that she had a hot flash here today in Ohio. But I don't know. So, you know, buckle your seatbelts and enjoy the ride, whatever she's going to throw at us. But I have a good show. I love hockey. So, and I do believe the Buffalo Sabres got rooked by the Canadians. But that's my opinion. But I got a great show tonight. I want to jump right into it. My guest tonight is a very, very dear, blessed, loving person who has a beautiful spirit and who I can honestly say that she is a very, very dear friend of mine. And she's just the ultimate. She has her own podcast on Friday nights from 6 to 8 p.m. here on UPRN Talk Radio. And it's called, she's going to kill me, Spirit Switchboard. Yeah, that's it. And today we're just going to talk about whatever Spirit has in store for us. I have a couple of questions for her, and they're going to be nice because she's a very dear friend, and I don't want to throw her on the spot because she's a good person. I never do that. You all know that. But without further ado, my dear, dear friend from the Spirit Switchboard, Miss Kerrilynn Shellhorn. Come on. Get on. There we go. There you are. Hi, hon.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Couldn't be better. Somebody got to talk to Mother Nature.
Oh, no kidding.
Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
But the weather, my gosh, it's insane.
Yeah.
Heidi says good evening to you. Is it really? That's just why. I mean, come on. She's on that. But how you been, dear? It's been a while.
It's good. Things are good. Lots of positive things happening. Keeping very busy and out of trouble.
And that's all that matters. Yeah. Look at that beautiful aura coming off you. It's wonderful. I'm serious. There's a beautiful aura coming off. Yeah. But I want to talk tonight, okay? Good.
Oh, I was going to say 10 minutes ago I was in panic mode, so I'm not sure what it would have looked like 10 minutes ago.
Probably pure and white and violet and all kinds of good stuff with the angel wings on the back of your back, you know. Seriously. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you. You are an angel. You are an angel. You are what I call an earth angel. I'm serious. I really do, because wherever you go, you always bring love and light to everybody. And
I'll try.
To me, it's, but you don't try. You don't have to try. Hey, Joni, you don't have to try, hon. You just got it, man. You just have it. It's beautiful. But I want to talk tonight about empaths, psychic readers. And my question to you is, are we born being an empath, and being an empath, does that automatically make us psychic?
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good talking point.
Thank you.
I would say that we're born intuitive and sensitive, and I feel empathic, but then add in our environmental influences, maybe lessons that we've agreed to. I think that can influence things. We have those moments of choice, healthy boundaries, not healthy boundaries, where we add to that shadow side of being an empath. Yeah. And definitely being intuitive is part of being empathic.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Now,
how do you feel about it?
What do I think about it? I believe that, like you said before, that everybody is born empathic. Okay. Everyone is born with a gift. Okay. And I truly believe that spirit gives a little bit more extra to people who he
Yes.
thinks or she thinks that can
Yes.
handle it, you know. And I believe I don't like the word chosen. Okay, I don't like that word because it makes me feel superior than others. Do you know what I mean? I just don't like
Yeah.
that word chosen. But I believe I have no doubt in my mind that um, I was given a little bit extra to help people.
Hmm. Well, and that's your path and purpose. So I don't feel it's about making us above anyone else. It's not about that ego, though some people work out of ego for sure. It's it's our path and purpose. So stepping into what our path and purpose is, right? So heightened senses for
Right.
sure. And when you're doing this work all the time, then it just builds that muscle up even stronger. It doesn't mean that we're better, we're on the same path as everybody else. Kiara, um, uh, I really apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name. I do that a lot. I agree with you. Environmental
Me too.
influences and programming messes with it all, and I do believe that, and that's, I think, the big part of being an empath is that we're absorbing it. That's where empathy, it's empathy that's leaned over too far one way. So we're absorbing all of that. We're absorbing what we're picking up and feeling within the room, the space, the environment, the people across from us, physically feeling their illnesses, or physically picking up their hurts, their emotions. We're picking up all of those things. Reading a room before we go in, there's all
Hmm.
kinds of stuff, right? So if you are
Right.
not dealing with those things, if you're not learning how to manage it, understand it, to coexist and really embrace those things, then lots of stuff happens. You get physically sick. You miss out on things. You disassociate from people. Lots of stuff happens that way.
Hmm. Um, I know, because I'm like on the same wavelength with you on that. Um, and here's what really bothered me about this whole 9 yards was I wasn't a good person growing up. Okay,
Oh,
I was not a good person. I used people. If I was done with you, I would kick you to the curb. I was mean. I was nasty. Believe it or not, I was. I mean, it was bad. And all of a sudden, okay, all of a sudden I had this near death experience, or I died, whatever, back in 1983. And when I came out of it, I started to see things, hear things, and feel things that weren't there. Okay. And as time went on, um, I, it, my sensitive, my empathic senses started to go up. Okay.
right.
And here I found myself helping people. You know what I mean? And what I struggled with was so if Spirit knew, okay, that I wasn't a good person, that I was a rotten bastard, okay, I was always wondering why he gave me the gift to heal. Have you ever felt that before in your life?
Have I ever felt, why did I get this?
Well, yeah, why you got more gifts than other people.
So I know that my great grandfather was the same way. So I know that it's within my family structure and inherited. That's what I believe. In the way that you're presenting your story, I see that a lot when I'm doing sessions for people, with people who are crossed over from the other side. Like, kind of, you had an opportunity to do a life review and reset, and
Hmm.
you get to make amends and be who you are authentically, right? So you were working against who you were authentically before that. Authentically, you're of that same frequency of light as everyone else, and for some people you may have been the teacher for them, right? And
Yes.
agreeing to be that way, and then forgetting that you came from the same source of light. So in that reset, remembering, and now being able to be a teacher and hold space in a different way. So for those people who don't remember that path and purpose, they'll come through showing me the regrets that they had for that kind of behavior and how they would do things differently.
Could you never see? Well, Joni said something nice. She said, Sean, I just wanted you to know that I don't think you could ever be a bad
I
person.
know it's hard to think that. It's hard
Yeah,
to wrap my head
sorry.
around that. But I don't
sorry.
recognize who I was before either, like who I was before stepping into doing this work full time. And I really believe that everybody, if we're doing this work, we have to have accountability for our thoughts, words, and our actions. Like we have to have accountability. And the more that we step into having accountability, and the more that we step into our personal healing, the stronger the connection, the more clarity and confidence we have, and the more that we're being of service in the right ways.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Now, I know for me, when I first started really getting into the metaphysical world, or the spirit readings, and doing all kinds of psychic readings for people, okay, I had an ego.
Oh,
Did you ever have one? Or
yeah.
was there something in when you were starting to not learn, but started to work in your abilities, that something happened that you had to get humble? Because I know I had to get humble.
So yes and no. Yes. I'm really going to be mindful how I say this. So not feeling that I was all that in a bag of chips in sessions for people necessarily. My humble moment came. When my son had an attachment that was very nasty. And I went in guns a-blazing, thinking that I was the one that was going to clear it, that I was going to take care of it. And when I went into that space, I didn't call on my divine team. I didn't ask for divine intervention or my guides. I did it just out of ego, that I was going to do this on my own. And when I went into that space, Sean, like there was something that I know was I don't know what it was. It was nasty looking. It was little. It was dark, and it growled at me. And I went tried to ignore it and just keep doing what I was going to do to clear the space, thinking that it was all about me. And then my arms started burning. I had 3 scratches from wrist to elbow down both arms, and it just was, yeah. So I had to step out of this space, and then it just welted right up. So then I ran a bath, put salts in the bath. I had some crystal, and then I called my friend who had said I was just starting out too, and I said, if you think I'm doing this work, you're full of shite. There is no freaking way I'm going to do this full time. This is not happening. No way.
Right.
And she's like, did you ask for Archangel Michael or your divine team to work with you and help you clear that space, and that you were holding space and they were going to work through you? And I was like, oh no, I went in all on me. And she's like, get out, pull up your big girl panties and get her done proper. And
Yes.
ever since that was my learning moment. That was my humble moment. And then, everything else has just unfolded fast. And it's like almost 20 years later. It's 19 and a half years later.
Oh, wow. My friend Lacey McIntyre. Hey, good to see you. She cleans our house. Lacey, her husband Danny,
Aww,
he paints. He paints. Lacey, if anybody here in Pittsburgh wants their room cleaned or their house painted, get in contact with me and I'll hook you up with Lacey and Danny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're very, very good people. And tell Char if she's listening, that's her little daughter, and tell her I said hello because I know she's trying to talk through the phone, whatever you are. We appreciate you. But listen, sweetie, we are at the bottom of the hour, and I usually take a little 2-minute break, and then we'll come back, and continue till the end.
Love that.
And everybody, you know what to do. Go to the bathroom, smoke a cigarette, get a Coke, do what you got to do, and we'll see you back in a couple minutes. And here we go.
Welcome to Don't Whistle at Night podcast, where Navajo legends echo in the shadows. Darren and Dawn will guide you through the sacred fire of Native storytelling, where the old stories breathe, the unknown walks among us, and voices, long hidden, rise to be heard. And remember, don't whistle at night.
Hi, and welcome everyone to Ethereal Encounters Unveiled. Today we are broadcasting live on the United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 on the Gulf Coast and 107.7 FM in beautiful New Orleans.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the second part of Into the Night with me, your host Sean Kelly. I want to thank UPRN Talk Radio, 105.3 Mississippi, 107.7 New Orleans. My guest tonight is my dear, beautiful, wonderful, blessed friend, Kerrilynn Shellhorn. She has her own podcast from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. on this platform here, UPRN. It's called the Spirit Switchboard. You got to check her out, man, because she has kinds of good stuff. Hey, I just call it as I see it. You know what I mean, my dear? That's how I go. Oh, that's right, Michelle. Good. I'm sorry, but welcome, Michelle. Sean, good to see you. We need to talk, sir. We need to talk, my friend. Sean Wago. He's a
Oh,
very, very, very good video dude. He really is. He's a very good person who works with video. Yes, Kara, and yes, it's 30 minutes. Yep. These my 1 hour shows go by so damn fast.
they
And
do.
the 2 hour one, it goes kind of quick, but you know, I'm happy I got my 2 hour show on Sunday night. But we're talking about psychics and empaths. I want to jump off the subject a little bit.
Sure.
Do you work with crystals, and do you work with rocks?
Oh yeah, I've been a rock collector since I was a kid.
Okay, but in
Since
the
I,
metaphysical world, how do the different stones and how do the different crystals work in uh, in your line of work? How do they work? Thanks, Sean.
mm, all right. So my line of work doesn't necessarily mean me doing it. Just saying that, because I don't
Okay.
always work with crystals. I work with crystals sometimes. I've got crystals throughout the house, depending on the properties and what I'm needing them to do. I think a lot of times it's about intention, what we're needing it to do. So we don't always have to have all the crystals in order to use what that crystal's energy is able to do for us. Sometimes we can ask for that energy in the space without actually having one. Like I envision a big, huge, clear quartz crystal underneath my house, blasting up through it and out, clearing that energy all the time.
Okay.
But I don't have a huge crystal underneath my house, but I envision it and set that intention, right? And then I
Oh,
have
right.
a huge chunk of selenite that's right by my office door, and then one by the door coming in. So it clears the space. So a lot of the crystals that I use are about clearing the energy and clearing the space and keeping it clear.
Okay.
Am
Because
I
I
am I still in that crystal ball? Look.
that's crystal. Ah, there it is. Yeah, I
But I
have
don't
one of
use it.
those.
I don't use it when I'm doing readings and stuff like that, you know? Like it's
Oh,
personal use. For the most part, it's personal use. I teach
okay.
how to use a pendulum and the crystals, but you don't have to have a crystal as a pendulum either. Like you can use a necklace with a pendant or a needle if you wanted
Right.
to.
My brother had a quartz crystal on his neck. It was one of them small ones, you know. And when he got it, okay, it was clear, brutally clear. I mean, like glass. Um, my brother, my brother's my brother, and all of a sudden, maybe 6 months later, it turned foggy white.
So it was doing its job and doing what it needed to do.
Yeah, and I wasn't confused, but I was amazed at what the crystal actually did for him.
Mm.
Um, but I was still lost. I could not understand how it was working, and so
I don't know if
now
I
that
can.
I go ahead, huh? We'll see if
Oh,
we get any readings on here today. No, 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 Lindsay. I'm sorry. No readings. No.
sorry, hon. I wanted to see if I could reach it. I don't think I can. Oh, maybe I can. Um, Crystals are a funny thing. Like it's a lifelong journey with crystals, learning what they do and how you can use them and utilize them, right?
Right.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Crap. What you do? Oh no.
I dropped something.
Oh my
I,
gosh.
I have like this big onyx Sasquatch.
Do you really?
Yeah, you did.
That's cool.
But this one, so this amethyst has a key in it. So like there's this key. So when I've meditated with this, I've gone into the crystal and tapped into the messages that this crystal holds.
Okay.
So I mean, you can use crystals in different ways. So, but
Well,
again, not with clients. It's always been just for personal, for
right.
myself.
Lindsay says she's listening in. Good to be here. She loves. She says no problem on that. Yeah, everybody, I forgot to tell you, no readings. When Kerrilynn's on my show, she don't give no readings, man. I won't permit it. Or else
And
she
folks,
has to say,
I'm tired. I did readings all day. I started really early this morning and I finished at 7:15, just after 7. So yeah,
see, I
I'm
kind
tired.
of like amethyst, but I'm kind of weird because you know that I prospect gold, so I kind of like use gold.
Mm.
But when I'm prospecting gold, I get a lot of what's it called? Crystals? Not crystals, some other type of stone. I forget.
I
Um,
really like fluorite. It's got
Fluorite's
purple.
okay. Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, I kind of like it. And I've always gravitated to um, like bluey, teal, and green. And that's
Hmm.
all throat and heart stuff, right? Like,
Right.
and that's where most of all my healings needed to take place is throat and heart. So I've always gravitated to those kind of crystals.
Okay, so if somebody like no, Reverend likes agate. Agate's okay. I like citrine. I love
Oh yeah,
citrine.
citrine's lovely.
I love it.
And you
You
don't have
know,
to clear it.
no,
Like you
no, I
just,
just
it
set
just
it
does
up
its
there.
own thing.
But I had this one I want to share with everybody, and this is the truth. Okay, what happened was like a friend of mine bought me a crystal, and it was like 5 point. Well, 5 lines going into a point. It was a point. It was pure white. I mean, pure clear. And then one day, no lie, I had it on the back of on my side table next to my bed. And I'm telling you, the next morning, there was the shape of a dove inside the crystal.
Oh, that's stunning. That's
Yes.
amazing.
And there was no crack on it, no
What a
nothing. It
cool
just
message
formed.
to receive.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
So I got
damn.
a funky story like that. I got a funky
Please
story like
tell
that
it.
I could share.
Please tell. Hmm.
I wanted to share really quickly with Reverend Wolf VIP. So there's a dude on Facebook. Um, I think it's Taylor or yeah, Taylor's Rocks. He cuts agates and his reels are just stunning. Watching him cut them and then he polishes them and all that kind of fun stuff. But watching him cut the agates, they're stunning. And sometimes they've got the um, amethyst inside it. Let's see if I can find it quick. But my crystal story, um, oh, I can't find it. I just know his name is Taylor in the reels. I shared on Facebook a lot, so you can look for it there. Okay, so quite a long time ago, I had somebody gift me a crystal that they brought back from. I don't know if they went to Peru. They went down. They went down that way, and they brought me back this crystal, and I stuck it in my pocket. I had to go to the grocery store. I was on my way home, but the whole time that I was walking around the grocery store with this crystal in my pocket that I had just got like maybe 10 minutes prior started to hum and vibrate. Now, having something vibrate in your pocket may not be so bad sometimes, but I was at the grocery store and it was just weird because it was like emotions kept coming up like I wanted to cry. So by the time I got to the till, I was a mess. And it was peach. It had this really weird peach color through it. So I didn't even end up paying for the groceries. I left everything in the cart, went to the car and went home. And I got online and posted a picture and said, like, even having it beside me, like beside my arm as I was typing, you could feel that energy coming off of it.
Huh.
And anyway, it turns out that Merlin was attached to that energy of that crystal. And yeah, that's how I started working and having Merlin coming in as a guide. And it was all about alchemy and transformation and being okay with the dark stuff. quote unquote dark, and working with light and being okay in both of those spaces. And so once I understood, you know, where that crystal or who was attached to that crystal and why they were coming through, like when working with, I know Merlin is a real druid, and it was such intense energy. I just knew it was huge and powerful, and it was a lot. And then you get the imposter syndrome, like, what do you mean? Me. Because at the time I just kept thinking I was just a mom, right? I'm just a mom. This isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. And anyway, it was an amazing learning moment for sure. It was powerful.
That was awesome for sharing that. You know, mine was more on the Native American. Yes, because I was in a bookstore when I really started out like a baby. And this book jumped off the shelf. It literally jumped. I'm being honest. It just
I believe you. I believe you.
Jumped. And the book was called Black Elk, the Lakota Sioux Shaman. And that's how it started. You know what I mean? And he was my guide for the longest time. And that's how I got my wolf, Lakota, through Mother Earth. Oh, yeah. So it's a long story. One day I'll share it with you.
But I think that's all connected, Sean. I think like when we're talking about being an empath or using crystals or our spirit guides, it's all connected. Just like interdimensional beings, aliens and Sasquatch. Paranormal, it's all connected.
Do you believe
and I don't
that
think you can look at one and not look at the other?
Right, exactly.
It's all connected.
I mean, when I first started podcasting with Jenny Nicasio, I didn't even really believe Bigfoot existed or UFOs or whatever. You know what I mean? Really. I was not into it that much, but now my mind is out there 50 miles away, 50,000 miles out there. I'm not really big into the UFOs or the aliens, but everything else I kind of like, kind of like.
Sasquatch has always been a big thing for me, been a big thing for me. Any of it. I've never doubted anyone, or I've never dismissed anybody's belief systems, because I've always been able to connect with the other side. So if I'm saying this is my truth, I can't judge somebody else's truth.
Exactly. And I say that all the time, even on my show. I say, I'm not here to judge you. I can't judge what you believe in. I don't judge you because you have this certain religion. I don't judge you. I just accept it, and if it helps you live, and it helps you walk your path, and it helps you guide you when you know what you're doing for the day, God bless, use it, dude. Lindsay says that if there are aliens, what do you think they'd be here for? To study us. Seriously, to study us. They're not here to kill us. They would have done it a long time ago. A long, long, long time ago.
And do you think we're family with them?
If what?
Do you think there's a possibility that we're related to them, that we come from them?
I guarantee it, yeah. You can take that all the way back to the Anaconda. Anaconda. I can't pronounce it right now because
Anunnaki.
Anunnaki, thank you. Yeah. But that's for another show. One day. That's for. But so if you had, we're getting pretty close toward the end, unfortunately. But I do pull my animal cards at the end for everybody. But what I want to ask you is, if somebody wanted to start working with stones, with crystals, what kind of advice would you give them?
I used to run intuitive camps for children. I'd have intuitive summer camps for kids that were extra sensitive. They could all hang out, explore all those sorts of things. So how I taught my kids at home, how I've taught kids at summer camps, and is the same in how I teach adults or encourage adults. And it's to really see where you feel pulled to. Put your hands, if you're at a crystal shop or you're at an expo, close your eyes, put one hand over your heart, take a full deep breath, and put your hand over the crystals and see what one calls out to you. It might feel hot or cold. And then research it, study it, understand it. Look at where your things that you're working on, concerns, questions, where you're needing guidance, and then look up the crystal that might be able to support you in that. Even looking at what colors you're drawn to, because that may be leading you to, like, you feel like you're wearing, you want to wear blue all week. Look at what blue stones there are and bring those things in. It's something that your spirit's trying to get your attention to draw you to.
Thank you for sharing that. Honestly, thank you. I didn't even think of that. That's why I asked you. You're the you know your deal on that one. But
Wow.
it is like getting close to the end. Tell us about what kind of things that you do in Canada, like different. Is it sit dinner with ghosts or what do you do? What kind of big things do you have going on?
I have a lot going on. So this year I've got 4 theater events. I do a talk called Love, Life, and the Afterlife, what the other side wants you to know. So I do a talk about some of the common things that I see consistently from the other side and what they're wanting us to know. And then I give gallery messages. And 3 of the theaters that I'll be working from this year have a haunted history. So for the VIP folks, we'll be doing a paranormal investigation of the theater. I do an event out of a number of venues. I've been doing it for 14 years called Dining with the Dead. So folks get to come and have their dinner, and then I give gallery messages for about an hour and a half after dinner. I have this fabulous location. All of the venues are fabulous. And then there's one that's different because it has a very rich history and hauntings that happen at this restaurant. So I do a paranormal Dining with the Dead where I bring all my paranormal equipment and give it to folks to try while they're eating dinner. And then they get to learn and understand the hows and whys the equipment works and play around with that kind of stuff, learn a little bit more about it. And then I give messages after that. Paranormal investigations, there's all kinds of stuff that I've got going on. I think that's
Isn't
it.
she
And then
amazing, everybody?
individual sessions are booking in December right now. That's where we're at with that.
Holy crap, girl. How do you do it?
Busy.
How do you do it?
And we've got a new grandbaby. I've got a new grandbaby coming in September. So I'm going to have 2 granddaughters come September.
That means you have to get another job.
No, I don't know. I have room for another job. I am busy doing all of this stuff.
Because you're a special person, Kerrilynn.
Thank you. Well, thanks. And then, we help people, right? Like there's lots of, in between all of that, all of the things that we do to help people and charity events and all of that.
And that's good. I do the same thing. I do it at work and I don't realize that I'm helping people. You know what I mean? I get a mixture of people. It's like, it's like the ones, I call them the watchers. They look at me angrily all the time. They walk by, they look at me. Sometimes their eyes are like solid black. But then again, I get the ones that are like angels on earth. And they just got beautiful souls and beautiful energy coming from them. But so I'm going to give you the last word before I pull the card. I hope you can stick around for the card pull.
Yeah.
I would like that. I appreciate it. I want to thank you so much for coming on. And Kevin always pulls cards for me. A cosmic egg and B, the wolf. Oh, thank you. But I'm going to give you the last word for everybody. So, you got the last word.
Oh, I get the last word?
You get the last word. and then I'll pull the cards, and then we'll be done. You got the last word.
So remember that your thoughts, words, deeds, and actions matter and ripple to everybody out around you, and be sweet to yourselves and to other people around you, folks. And that's my positive stuff. And if we're going to pitch Spirit Switchboard this week, 6:10 Eastern. It's going to be a replay this week because I'm going to be out of town. But next week I have, his name is Chris. And now I'm really sorry that I'm going to muck up his last name. But Ed and Lorraine Warren's grandson has a book that just came out, and he's coming on the show to talk about that next week.
Okay.
Switchboard.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So I'm shuffling the cards, everybody. Kerrilynn, again, thank you so much for being on tonight. I truly appreciate it. I truly appreciate your energy that you let loose, and your thoughts and your dreams and all the other good stuff that goes along with that. I do truly appreciate that. Okay.
Well, I appreciate you too. Thank you for having me on, and thanks everybody in the chat.
Oh, yes. Yes, I got the best chat in the world. I really do. They're the greatest. I call them my angels. I do. I call them my angels. You know, it's crazy because before I start on the show, I might be having a bad week or a bad day or something like that. And I really can't wait to get back and get my show started. So I know I'll be happy because of all the people in the chat room.
Yeah, they really do make the show flow, and it becomes a community.
Right.
It's a community.
I'm sorry Joe Fox ain't in here tonight, Joe. But okay, so I'm shuffling the cards, everybody. This is Tuesday night, so I'm only going to pull one card tonight, and I'm not going to give you the definition of the card. You know that's the deal. But what I'm going to pull is, when I see the card, I'm going to tell you what I think the card represents for you guys tonight. And it could be for you, it could not be for you. It all depends. But the way spirit works, it's usually for everybody. So I just got done shuffling, and I'm going to pull the one, cut them in half. I'll cut them again. And I'll cut them one more time. And the card I'm pulling tonight, okay, is the skunk.
Okay, so I tell everybody that the skunk is my spirit animal. I love skunks. That
Really?
is so cool. Yes, I love that you pulled a skunk. I love it. If Cindy Waghorn is still in the chat, she has heard me talk about skunks. Mm-hmm.
Skunks, man. Well, to me, when I look at the skunk, and then I'll do my reading. Thank you, Cindy. What I'll do is I'll get what I think of the skunk, and then please say why it's your animal, God. Spirit. So to me, when I look at the skunk, I look at, they eat all kinds of bugs and stuff like that. They're just like real, like, nonchalant. They don't care who's around because they know they got that tail and they're going to be stinking it up for you. And but when I see it, it's just observing. You're just observing your surroundings. Okay, you're munching on some grubs. You're munching on this. Not a care in the world. But if someone tries to attack you, then you lift your tail up. You have no problem telling people like it is, and that's what I see in this skunk, in this card tonight. That's what I picked up. Now, please, Kerrilynn, tell us what your thought is on the skunk.
I feel that skunks are small but mighty, and they command respect. So everybody pays attention to what the skunk is doing when a skunk presents themselves, and it's very similar to me. I'm kind of small and mighty.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Thank you for sharing that. It was a wonderful show. Everybody in the chat room, thank you for participating. It's a beautiful show. And again, you're a beautiful person, and thank you for being on. Children, if you can, please go to your parents, give them a hug, and tell them that you love them. And parents, please go to your children. Give them a hug and tell them that you love them. And if you have no parents and if you have no children, find somebody, give them a hug, tell them that you love them, because those 3 words, I love you, go a long way. And please remember, protect the children. And on that note, good night, everybody. Good night, Kerrilynn. Thank you for being on. And I will see you this Sunday night. And don't forget, go over to C.L. Thomas's The Gateway Podcast. She's going to have that Joshua Shapiro on. They're going to talk with Crystal Skulls.
Oh, hi, CL. CL's coming on Spirit Switchboard as well too soon.
Oh, cool. CL's about time. You're running late, girl. You're running. She's usually on like in the first half. All righty, CL. Good to see you. All right. Everybody, good night.